Both the animation and the live action parts of Rodeo Cowgirl are pretty awesome. Rodeo Cowgirl, Houston, Texas, is the 8th episode of the first season of Postcards from Buster, and obviously Buster is in Houston, but it actually starts out with a bunch of his friends back in Elwood City, and they're getting a video call from Buster, and I just thought that was brilliant because I'm still lamenting the end of Arthur and having watched all of the episodes, so it's always really nice when we get little injections of Arthur in this. But of course, the majority of it is in Houston. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of the city aspect because we're told at the beginning that it's the seventh largest city in America. I could be misremembering that, but it was definitely one of the largest. Yet we never actually get to see the city life. It's all the country. But having said that, what we do see is pretty exciting. Buster stays with a family who have horses, who are competing in rodeos. We get to see how they care for the horses. Buster gets to try riding, which I think was beautifully filmed. Definitely got the sense that it was being filmed from Buster's perspective as a rider. And obviously we get to go to a rodeo. And I don't think I'd ever actually seen a rodeo outside of, fictitious depictions in films, but I'd never seen a, real footage of a rodeo, a documentary about it. And it definitely is a much larger thing than I'd perhaps envisioned. And it was pretty awesome to see, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with this episode. There's quite a lot of animation in this one. There's his father's in the bath at one point. It's quite peculiar. It's not what I'd expected, but it works well. It flows well. The narrative is really good, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Houston, Texas is somewhere that I would like to visit one day, and this did whet my appetite a little bit, and it also made me want to do horse riding again. I haven't been on a horse in a very, very, very long time, and it did just make me think, how much fun could I have being on a horse again? Maybe one day, who knows? It's not inspiring enough, quite enough to get me back on a horse at the moment, but Rodeo Cowgirl, I really thoroughly enjoyed. It's definitely a really good episode of Postcards from Buster. Great balance of live action and animation. Could have done a bit more with the city aspect, but what we got, I really did enjoy.